get your tinfoil hats out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to discuss where I think the end goal of Warhammer Plus is going. Alright, so first off, we are not going to be discussing anything about the boycott today. If you want to know my opinions on that, you can check out my previous video. This is just going to be a harebrained hypothesis of where I think GW are going to ultimately take Warhammer Plus. So the reason I want to get this on record now is that for the past year and a half on Twitch, I've been telling people Games Workshop are going to bring out some sort of TV show, or they're going to bring out some sort of Disney Plus, Netflix, you know, for Games Workshop. And lo and behold, here we go. We've got Warhammer Plus. So I was right. So unfortunately, Twitch does not save streams, and a lot of those streams have been lost for time. So I want to document this here right now. This is my tinfoil hat theory. I think that Games Workshop want to be the new Game of Thrones or the new #1 Netflix cinematic series, TV series, sorry. Now, why do I think that? We know that for years, Games Workshop have, you know, courted having a Hollywood movie. Back in the day, Games Day, I think it was 1996 maybe, they released the Hive Infestation video. Traitor. This was some sort of fabled thing. I can remember talking about it on the playground when I was about 10 or 12. People were saying, oh man, there's this 40k film coming out, blah, 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 blah. And it took years for this VHS to kind of resurface on YouTube, and you know, to actually see Hive Infestation, just that little trailer was amazing for me to see, especially as an old Hammer fan. I'm glad it's out there. Of course, there was the short film Inquisitor as well, similar format to Hive Infestation. So this is something that Games Workshop have wanted for a long time. Of course, we've got the Ultramarines movie as well.
Head wound. Fatal.
As well, that was brought out that a lot of people seem to forget about. I don't think that film was as bad as people make out, but anyway, I digress. So we know this has been Games Workshop's plan for a long time. Some people think they're going to be moving away from the miniatures. Now, I don't disagree, but I don't think that they will ever stop doing miniatures. I think they have another tinfoil plan for 3D printing, which maybe I'll cover in the next video. Let me know if you want to hear my theory on that. Now, my theory for Warhammer Plus is that they want to build up their fan base with their monthly subscription, show that it is essentially profitable, and then once they've got that, they are going to sell it, like I said, to Hollywood, to Netflix, because Games Workshop now, in this sort of corporate mindset that they're at, and you know, they have been for a long time now, what they're looking at now is peanuts. They want to crack the big time, right? They want to crack the mainstream, and they're almost there. Again, going back to when I was a kid, this logo at school, and even just on the street in Portsmouth anyway, this logo used to be instant beatings, right? Instant women repellent, plus 10 women repellent this was, man, back in the day. And it isn't that way anymore. It's more accepted. It's getting more and more accepted, more and more mainstream as we go. And more mainstream means more money. We've already seen them releasing like literal toys plushies and stuff like that. The end game of this Warhammer Plus is sell it to Hollywood, make the new Game of Thrones or Marvel Cinematic Universe, because Hollywood is crying out and looking for the new series right now, or the new cinematic universe, right? Games Workshop is primed and ready for that, and that's what they're trying to do. So potentially we're seeing the end game here, ladies and gentlemen, because it will get bought up, it will be super mass marketed to the point where you're at work and you hear your mum or something, like, you know, you're at work around a water cooler, or you come back home and like you hear your mum or your nan or something like talking, they're going, oh, have you seen the new Horus Heresy series? Oh, my favourite is Sanguinius. Oh, Jude Law does a really good playing Sanguinius. That's where we're going, man. Super mainstream, super money, toys everywhere, keychains, plushies, you name it. Hollywood will milk it until it's an absolute husk, and then just like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, it will be cast aside like a soggy tissue, and that will be the end of Warhammer 40,000. Now, that's a pretty grim, dark assessment, right? But I want to get it on record now. That's where we are heading, in my opinion. What do you think? Let me know. And if you want me to discuss something else in the next video, let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, apart from that, see you later. Tinfoil hat off.